I can hear. Can we? Are we heard? Are we being heard? Are you guys out there?
Mic's on. Mic's live.
Mic's. Okay.
Whoa! It's Cover Show. It's Kiryu.
Are we here? Where are we? Happy Friday, guys.
You tell me. I missed last week.
All right, give us a shout out if you guys can hear us. Okay. We just want to do the mic check real quick. You know, we often have to do that whole like.
Yeah, it's audio delay. Making sure.
Break it back down. Start all over. So give us a shout in the chat. If you can hear us. We don't want to go get too into it until we get confirmation that you guys can actually hear us.
Did you guys not buy some office feng shui yet?
Oh, we did actually.
Oh, why can't I not change this?
You should be able, because well
everything's kind of locked down right now. Is that what's going on?
Maybe no. I think you have to talk to Marina.
No, it's not Marina. It's
oh, it's Homeboy right there.
Yeah, he's like, want me to change the office?
I don't know, man. I think you got to go to the S. I think you need to go to the S.
That's a safe point, bro.
Yeah, but it doesn't have that. Okay. I bought some feng shui, dude. I know.
Okay.
I bought some feng shui.
Oh
okay.
my God! What is?
Anyway.
My inventory's full.
I know. I was trying to get us some CP.
With pocket tissues. Okay. I'm gonna store some of this. What's going on?
So okay. Stream time. Happy Friday, people. My name's Sam Mullen.
I'm Scott Strickhart.
We're here.
I'm back.
You're welcome back, Scott. You were missed.
Thank you.
We're here to talk about Yakuza, Yakuza 0, Yakuza fans, Yakuza games, and enlighten you on what it's like to work on this fabulous, amazing series.
It's been a week too. We're gonna have quite some updates on this stream.
There's a lot, yeah, man. Not only in the Yakuza space, but I think across the whole entire like
karaoke time,
the whole entire Sega lineup. There's all kinds of stuff going on, man. This just
popping off.
We got all kinds of crazy stuff going on.
I don't care about the Sega lineup. This is my jam. This is what I do.
Well, I care about the Sega lineup. There's like
everything outside of Yakuza lives in a bubble that I'm like, what's going on up there?
Yeah. Good time. So okay, so let's catch up. I guess I got to catch up on what we did.
Yeah.
What Sam and not Scott did last week. So we ran around. We beat up some zombies.
You did Miracle Johnson?
We did do Miracle Johnson.
Without me?
Yeah, sorry. It was demanded. We had to please the crowd. We did do Miracle Johnson. What else? We beat up a lot of guys.
That's
we ate a lot of food.
Okay.
To get some CP because we needed to. I was trying to build up CP to get the payout timer sped up. So that was the main thing we worked on.
This is where the karaoke bar is in Kiwami. It's a freaking telephone club. Where's the?
Okay, it's right there. That's it. Yeah.
Not that.
No, that one.
Okay. We're apparently challenging the Leisure King to karaoke, and this is going to give us a 10% jump when I kick his ass.
Yeah, we tried to get there last week, and we just didn't make it, and I got us just before that off stream afterwards. So.
Oh, okay, cool.
So yeah, hey guys, welcome back. What's going on out there? You guys have a good week? There's lots of it's been such a crazy week this week.
I'm a little scatterbrained right now. I'm like, what? I don't even know what to talk about. It's just been so crazy.
Yeah. So much going on.
Leisure King, thinking he's so leisurely.
5 billionaires.
He does a lot of that.
So what does this guy's do? I mean, what is going on with this him?
So each one of the 5 billionaires challenges you to what they believe is their specialty, and it starts out simple enough. You're like, oh, I can get it. Like, what is this? I think it's an 80. He's gonna make me get in
an 80
judgment. Like, get out of here, right? But then
pretty low level play, man.
The next guy is the Electronics King, and he's like, you need 500,000 points in Outrun.
Which is funny because we're like, holy crap, that's a lot of points. But I'm sure all the old school Japanese arcade players, they're like, that's pretty low level play.
Yeah, I'm like, oh god, I have never actually gotten 500,000 points in Outrun. That is like, I can do Space Harrier, I can do Fantasy Zone, all right, but Outrun?
Outrun's a serious game, man.
Yeah, it's legit.
Outrun's really that's a super special. I'll plug if you guys out there, if you're playing, if you guys have a 3DS, go get that 3D Outrun, man.
I bet it looks good in 3D.
Oh, it's amazing.
I bet Sam worked on that too.
Yeah. Of course I did. by the Retro Smith Masters over there at N2, who also incidentally did all the arcade ports for this title as well.
Yes.
I
got a 98 last time. Look at me.
Yeah, I don't think
the
Leisure King is going to. I don't think he knows what he's up against.
If I get below an 80, I'm restarting.
The
whole stream. I'm
gonna
kill the whole
save
stream.
it, yeah, just
I'm gonna kill the whole stream. Be like, hey guys, what's up?
Save data deleted. We're just done here.
I think it's gonna be Kashiwagi on the keys, so make sure you.
Oh yeah, okay, we're looking for Kashiwagi. Kashiwagi, what's up with that scar, man?
I love how often this game makes you sing this song. Like,
yeah.
Legitimately,
Well,
like, story reasons to
I mean,
work this song in.
they couldn't bring it back. I mean, it's only like kind of relevant in this one particular game, because of the time period. So they got to make you use it.
Our next story beat, I believe, is going to be the Yushiki version of this. I think what karaoke throws off the most people is when it jumps to the next line. Oh god. Because it changes speeds right as it jumps to the next line, and that's where people are like, oh god.
Yeah, I mean, like this is kind of the common thing with like music games. Like you kind of have to know the song to really do good at them. And this particular type of minigame, like if you know the song and you can kind of sing along with it, you already know kind of implicitly like where you need to be hitting the buttons. And the buttons are really just sort of like a general guide. Project Diva's like that. It does the same thing. It's like you know the song. The buttons.
Yeah, Kashiwagi.
Yeah, Kashiwagi.
Nail it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh man. You get this outfit in Premium Adventure too. You can just roll around as Judgment Fury. Oh, I didn't beat my score. That's okay. I beat the Leisure King. That's what's important.
In 97, there's no shame in that. Get out of here, Leisure King. You're done. Sit down. Sit down.
You're done.
Sit down. It looks like I did alright. It wasn't my high score.
How could a meathead like this sing with a great voice like that? There we go. 10%. Nice. 73%. I think we got this, guys. We're going to get this in the bag.
What?
The Kings are pretty fun to write. They all have like their own like unique personalities. I actually left a lot of the real estate stuff to Dirk. But I went and kind of made sure things were okay afterward, and it's cool writing for each one of these guys. Like the Media King especially, who has this like I think we gave him almost like a Spanish slant, because he was actually in Japanese he was throwing out a bunch of like foreign words, and we're like, okay, let's stick. Unlike Papillon Kaito, who's like man of the world. The Media King was we just were like, let's stick with Spanish. We obviously know Spanish a little bit around here, being as California as we are.
Interesting.
Oh,
super local.
I hear a cart. No, out of my way, gents. I gotta pick up.
He's like, step aside. I got women on cards to pick up.
Porn alarm.
Porn alarm's going off. Step aside, gentlemen. Oh, man.
One thing I think I want to make sure we do is, because you guys have been very inefficient with your restaurant.
I knew this was gonna happen. I was talking. Yeah. I was saying on the stream last week. I'm like, I'm just trying to figure this out, but I'm sure Scott knows how to like min max this crap.
I skimmed the stream and I was like, They held up.
Suboptimal, right. Sam. Suboptimal. Like I've said, Scott's watched probably like 20 people play this game from front to back. It's not really fair.
Here's the secret weapon.
Mama.
For restaurants. All right. What's a good whiskey, Sam? You know your whiskey.
Oh yeah. Oh, so let's see what we got here. Let's go to the top. Let's go through these. Like the Yamazaki is good.
Okay.
Yeah.
What's the most expensive one? Like what's gonna run me like $1,000?
No, none of these are like. None of these are really gonna be that. They're all like. We actually didn't. So, fun fact. What original back many moons ago when we were thinking about streaming ideas for this.
All right, I'm just gonna pick one.
We were actually considering actually getting on stream and getting all the whiskeys. Remember this?
Yeah.
We're gonna get all the whiskeys.
That was a John Harden.
That was a John Harden thing. We're gonna get all the. Basically went to the company to fund like a.
We were trying to get the company to
on-stream
fund some
binge
whiskey.
drinking kind of thing, and I actually went out and I legitimately like priced how much it would cost to like get all the whiskeys that are in the game, so we could like have a tasting on stream or whatever. And the idea being the original idea was to see if the localization of the text, like we were gonna have the game descriptions of all the whiskeys, and we were gonna read them out loud and then drink them to see if they matched. That was the original idea. That was the idea. And I actually went through the process of like pricing it out to be like how much would this like thing go, and most of the whiskeys are all like really reasonable. Like they're all like in the $30 to like $80 range. If you think an $80-$70 bottle of whiskey is a reasonable thing.
That's a reasonable use of your money.
Yeah, I mean,
you can buy
Great use of money.
You can buy like for like the cost of a video game, you can buy a really nice bottle of whiskey. But the most expensive bottles that are in the game, if I remember correctly, were like in the $200 to $300 range.
Check that restaurant power out. You guys have been using Tomomi. That's base.
Yep, I was using a lot of Tomomi. That's very, very true. But yeah, the most expensive. So I think the whole cost of the whole entire project to do the whiskey tasting, I think it ended up coming around like $400, unless we threw on those like the top 2 or 3 top shelf whiskeys, and then it shot it up to like $1,000. And then I pitched it, and then there was some like. Some like, but I don't know, and some HR talk, and I'm like, oh, okay, fine, whatever. I guess I can't. I already have work essentially, subsidizing my gaming addiction. But I guess I can't have subsidize my alcoholism as well.
That's okay. After how's my collection looking? I want to make sure we time this and don't just. Payout's ready. All right, that is priority 1. Walking through the champion district is tough.
Oh, what's going on here?
Oh,
we beat up a lot of guys.
Beat up a lot of guys?
There's a CP associated with like
yes.
intervening on 10 of these. So I tried to get them all, but I think I was like 8. I pretty much exclusively use beast mode.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's just not.
I thought you liked Rush. I thought you remember telling me you liked it.
I like Rush against bosses.
I
like Rush against bosses, but everyone else, I'm like, like running into them. That's like,
oh my God, a ruby plate. We're in the money.
I ate a lot of small burgers too.
Small burgers?
I didn't quite clear it out, but I ate a lot of small burgers.
That's good. Did you get the free smile?
I didn't. I talked about the free smile. I talked about how the free smile is like an awesome kind of thing because it was like, back in the River City Ransom had that as well, and I remember being like, oh yeah. It's okay. Some people compare the game to River City Ransom, so like that's in there, and you're like.
The testers loved the free smile when we played this game. They were just like they took screenshots of it, and I don't know, it was like a thing.
Wait. Well, maybe I don't quite understand the beauty of the free. Maybe we need to go check out the free smile. So just so you guys understand, the testers on this game, the whole test team on this game, for the English version. That's like a memeverse out there, man.
Oh
There's like,
God, I have so many pictures that I can't share.
Yeah, there's.
Where am I going? Real estate. Where's my office?
It's your. No, you're too far away, dude. You're right. No, you're.
Whoa!
Where are
I'm
you?
Lost. How did I get lost in my own game?
Real estate office is right there.
Oh yeah. Okay, right. My bad. I'm here.
I had coffee this morning. Scott, I don't know if I think you might have missed his coffee.
I might have.
Did you guys have your coffee this morning? we keep having these. We're having these weekly streams now. I start to really look forward to. I looked forward to all the people coming to the chat room and talking. It's like
I did too. I missed last week, and I was like, oh man, I feel like there's something I should be doing, even though I was like driving up a mountain to go see my mom.
I have family coming to visit this weekend as well. So.
Yeah. It's that time.
It's that time. Time for angry family dinners and stuff like that. I have one side of my family's like Irish Catholic, so you can kind of imagine what those dinners are like. It's a lot of yelling and a lot of passionate discussion about things. And the other side of my family is like Southern Baptist, so everyone's like really nice, like, chill. Very stark differences.
Oh, we need a love advisor here. Oh, this gotta work. Oh, that might even overkill actually. Gotta spend money to make money in this game.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about last week.
Yeah, you gotta spend. Oh yeah, spending on there. You talked about the hat.
But what about the hat?
That we couldn't name him. I was gonna call him Spinberg.
Oh no, I did bring that up last week. It's good funny you mentioned it. Yeah. It was like we wanted to change his name to make it a little bit more like
on the nose,
but it's written on his hat. Localization challenges.
Yeah, I'm like, damn it.
Sometimes, but that's the thing is like, but you know what? That's actually very relevant. Like localization topic, because those kinds of decisions, like we're gonna change this guy's name for this like specific reason to hit this more specific tone we're going for, but then there for some people, and everyone has a valid opinion, but some people are like, hey, that's bad localization, you should just leave it how it is in original Japanese. And
sometimes,
yeah, but sometimes maybe there's like a better way of going about doing that.
Making it make more sense.
Make more sense.
Yeah. Nothing against it. No.
The best thing is when Dev actually reaches out to the Link team and says like
that rare moment.
It says things like, hey, we're thinking about doing this English thing in here. What do you guys think? And then we don't have to worry about cleaning up bad decisions later. Not bad decisions, but like maybe slightly misinformed.
All right, so
okay, so there's a free smile here.
This is literally all this does. You just click the free smile, and she's like,
"Here it comes.
Here it comes. Here's a free smile for you." And that's all you get. I want to say what happened was the testers swung the camera in using debug functionality.
Oh, I see.
And understood that because it's obviously still like a zoomed out thing, they didn't actually there's no teeth in this smile, really.
Oh, right. Yeah.
They're like, the smile's a lie, was basically where that...
the smile's a lie. Okay, I got it. The smile's a lie.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah, there's so much... The debug team had so much fun with this game.
Let's call it that.
They would like... The funny thing was that they would use debug camera to like... in Mahjong.
Oh god, Mahjong.
To like swing around.
Rob.
Oh
no, the lights again.
The lights.
Oh no.
There we go.
They'd swing around to see what the other characters, other players had on their boards and stuff like that. Oh man.
They couldn't beat Rob because they didn't understand Mahjong to the level that Rob did. And so they would literally cheat by looking at Rob's side of it.
Rob is it was like the QA lead, the guy who's sort of like in charge of the QA team. So they couldn't beat him. So that's pretty dirty.
It's pretty dirty, actually.
Pretty dirty.
Do I have enough inventory space to do this? Oh, we're gonna do it anyway. I would like some sakuku biscuits, please. Up this friendship meter to the point that she gives me this whole property.
You're actually going for this?
This is easy.
I don't even think in my offline game I ever got this one locked in. Maybe I might have gotten really tied up with Sushi Gin.
Yeah,
because I like the Sushi Gin guy. The Sushi Gin guy, you have to actually bring him fish, and he dices him up for you. And then he's so cold breather for the rest of the series. He's just like, what do you have? And you're like,
Yeah. You're like, oh, come on, don't we go back to the 80s?
Back to the 80s, man.
Yes, your stores are very similar. Oftentimes, I can't tell the difference. What should the convenience store introduce? Sofas by the magazine rack so people can lounge around and read the magazines?
So let's do a little cultural thing there.
Right.
All right. So why would that even be considered a thing? So in Japan, for all you people who maybe never been to Japan, it's actually common practice for people to like go to the magazine stands and stand there and just read the magazines without buying them. Like it's sort of a socially, it's like something you do to kill time while you're waiting for your next appointment or waiting to get on the train or waiting to go home or whatever. But people will just go and like stand there, and there's a word for it. Literally standing reading, and they do that so that they're suggesting that like, well, so these people don't have to stand there and read the magazine, they can sit down and read the magazine. So that's what that even is.
Luxury brand goods or a parcel delivery service? Now, I know the right answer is a parcel delivery service because luxury brand goods just ends up being like, you just end up like that, the other store. What's that called? One where you can buy the ring in Kiwami?
Oh, the brand store that's like down on the
Yeah. That one. That's a real store too, right?
It's probably based on a real one, yeah. Because it's like
I'll
brand,
just pick
because
the right
it's branding.
So
There's so many things you can do in a convenience store in Japan. You can like pay your bills there. You can like wire
It's
people
literally
money there.
convenient.
It's like everything, everything all in. And now it's like they're edging in on the postal service there.
All right. Got 3 inventory spots. I need to fill this friendship gauge with 3 spots. You sell oranges, lady? I love oranges.
Ow.
What?
I was gonna tell you to bring some Recon for us, man. I
Oh!
have a big bucket of them.
Oh my God.
I was gonna bring them.
No oranges.
So we got some questions here for us about approximately when did we start localizing these games?
When did we start localizing 0?
Let's start with 0.
Okay, so I was at another company at the time. Sam gives me a call. Is like, bro, we need you back. And I'm like, I'm in. I had
just moved down from San Francisco. And I was juggling Yakuza 5 in its final stages.
Right.
Just trying to get it
out the door, right?
Get it out the door.
And so that was October 2015.
2015.
And
2 years ago.
then they're like, okay, Sky, Yakuza 0 is going to be your thing. And you're way behind already. So get going.
So get going.
And so I got going. We kicked, I mean, you have to, before you can actually just like, you get files and you're like, okay, go. You know, you kind of have to stop and like understand the game. We call that pre-production, where you like look at the game, you start to evaluate like where the challenge is going to be, what are we going to call this? You know, if you just jumped into files and like started just naming stuff, you'd have a disaster of a localization.
It'd be so bad.
So, I mean, we've certainly worked on games that don't have free pro periods, and that sucks, and you end up paying the price later, honestly.
Yes.
But yeah, so we did a couple weeks of pre-pro. We got some translators on the game. And, you know, we can't start looking at our text until like finalizing the text until the translators are like going. We had the devs were looking at, you know, getting things implemented. The graphic text started up. And how long? Oh man. I mean,
So Yakuza 0 is actually one of the largest Yakuza games
in the history of Yakuza.
in the history of Yakuza, as far as like text volume and all the stuff going on. That game had to be like a 10-month localization,
right?
something like that. Like just to transform Japanese text into English text in files.
Yeah, much less to actually
Not actually like get the
make
text,
the game work.
put it into the game and make sure it works. Just to like, okay, there's a whole bunch of like Excel files or whatever that have Japanese in them. Please make this English. That process only took like close to a year.
And in fact, in the middle of that time, because it was taking so long, we rolled onto Kiwami.
Right. That's right.
So the translators were working on this game, and we'd get batches of text, and then be like, okay, go. And then we'd literally switch directions and start working on Kiwami.
Which was a problem because then sometimes people would forget like which game is it? Am I working on? Did I do that in this game or did I do it in Kiwami or?
Yeah, it was tough. I mean, it had its advantages too because you were so just like in the world, you know, whether or not you were, which time period you were in and all that kind of stuff. But you got to really like okay, we're here now, and you got to be like, okay, this item is still in this game, so it's just copy paste kind of that thing, which is good.
So we got some people actually asking about Yakuza 5, so we'll go into that. So first one is people asking about Sony's involvement in Yakuza 5.
Go ahead, answer that one.
Very valid question. So yes, so we did partner with Sony to bring Yakuza 5 to the West. I think it's safe to say that, you know, had they not kind of stepped in and partnered with this, then getting Yakuza 5 out would have been probably a insurmountable challenge at that time. There was just a lot of things going on. So yes, because of Sony, Yakuza 5 did make it to the West. And a lot of other great things happened with Yakuza 5, like making sure that it was available for a short time for PS Plus members and all that kind of stuff. But just so everyone's clear, that particular involvement on the Sony side was primarily, at least, you know, from the production standpoint, was limited to the Yakuza 5. So Yakuza 0 Out is back, completely being backed by, you know, Sega. So that did happen. And we have another question here about which was bigger / more content filled, Yakuza 0, Yakuza 5. 5. I think 5 was comparable, but still bigger as far as even text is concerned.
Right. 5 is bigger.
Yeah, so 5 is
5 is a massive game.
5 is,
oh my god.
5 is like almost like 4 games in one.
Yeah,
it's practically like 4 games in one. So if you ever wanted to play like a Sega game that just went on and on and on and had more content than you could possibly do it, Yakuza 5.
Did I not start the collection last time?
Sorry, I was distracted.
Oh my god.
People are asking like who translates, like what's the translation team?
What is the translation?
Yeah, like who translates the game? So traditionally the games have been translated. I would say it's a little murky, but let's just say for all intents and purposes, from Yakuza 3 on, the games were translated by our friends over at Inbound Games. If you are in the market for Japanese video game localization outsourcing, I cannot recommend them enough. Inbound and the guys over there are top of their class. They are excellent, and
they don't get nearly enough credit.
They don't
do
credit.
a whole lot of like outside promotion. I mean, you're really going to hear their name inside the industry circles.
Yep. So they worked on everything up to 5, and including doing the initial kind of base translation for Yakuza 0 as well, and which we kind of came in and like, you know, just sort of made some adjustments and did some sort of like, I would say Atlas style adjustments to them, and then everything from Kiwami.
We got like that's why Zero's localization is good. Not to like, but
yeah, I
mean,
mean,
it literally got two full passes essentially.
Yeah, the more time, the difference is that the more times you kind of go through a set of text, yes, it gets better, but it also is like that's more people's time, that's more money. Not every game has that luxury of doing it.
No, you guys kind of want the games to actually come out.
So yeah, that was that. But for Kiwami going forward, it's been kind of turned into more of an internal kind of thing going, and I think that's probably going to be the case going forward, just because
we have the team, right?
We have the team now. Sega didn't used to have an internal localization team. Sega, when we were in San Francisco, all of our localization was essentially outsourced. There wasn't any internal J2E, Japanese to English localization. We do have internal English to European language capabilities, but we typically outsourced our Japanese. But now we don't. We have internal guys.
No.
What?
I thought this would be the next part of the Miracle Johnson substory, but I think it starts elsewhere.
Yeah, we didn't do that part. The part where you actually
The
get
part where you have to actually get the dance off. Then.
Yeah.
So I started this substory on accident before. This is the substory where Tachan here was arguing with his girlfriend about she's been up to some shady business. Kiryu overheard the argument, so that's what we're picking up here. She's a good advisor too at the end of this, so I wanted to make sure I hit this. Mina, no. High schoolers shouldn't be selling themselves. Would you mind checking up on me? On her? And Kiryu's like, what? Oh, Kiryu.
Asking. Well, at least he's not like old man Kiryu. It's a little bit like if this is 20-year-old Kiryu.
Yeah.
Okay, that's still like okay, that makes sense. I guess.
Rejecting substories like turns Kiryu into an absolute dick sometimes. Like I actually like doing that. Like you're gonna feel bad for rejecting a substory. Most people don't do it. They just accept it and go on. Because why would you actually reject the substory? But so that's 90% of text. Like that's just a ton of text. Like almost no one sees, which sucks. All right, where is she? Oh, she's down here. I think. Oh. Fortune teller's awesome. Man, there's so much content. Quality content.
You gonna go collect?
I think I'm waiting. Yep. Waiting. What is that? When the girl like I don't know if you heard the like you get one of those like atmospheric voices like. What is that? I hear that all the time.
Oh, I have to hear it, but I think she's probably saying like "ooh, sticky," which is like.
Oh, okay.
I think that's what they're saying.
See, that's the convenience store girl we were just talking about.
Yeah. There's also one in there that's like, where they say like, they say urepi, which is like, this like corruption of ureshi, which is, but it's saying urepi is like very 80s way of saying it. Like that kind of P thing was like really popular back in the 80s, and it, obviously it was a fad, so it kind of fell out of people. Now people hear it, they're like, ugh.
Ah. How about that?
That was rock. That was the stone. I still think Y5 has some of the material.
Oh, absolutely. The essence of face grinding is
that's why we need to go and play Y5 for people.
Yeah, we absolutely do. I don't know if we're gonna finish 0 before we have to do that, like in order to time it right.
Yeah.
That's okay, right, guys?
It's fine. Probably shouldn't play the whole game anyway. That's like.
Probably not.
I don't know if that's good for business. I don't really know.
The fortune teller.
Oh, we didn't do the fortune teller.
Yes.
I got so caught up in trying to get the money.
Yeah. Kiryu's not one for fortune telling, but he kind of is.
This isn't what Japanese fortune tellers look like though. That's the weird thing about here.
Really?
No. They get like little not tarot cards, but like I Ching kind of stuff going on. There's a little bit more like
P5?
There's a little bit more like Taoist kind of fortune telling, and it's a little bit more. And you will see them out in the streets sometimes. You'll see these like ladies like sitting at these things with this like Taoism kind of cards and stuff like that. They look at your hands and your like lifelines and all that.
Yeah,
kind of stuff.
That's the guy. That's the Kiwami. The guy who's like, oh my god, your hands. way the bubble's gonna pop.
Boy.
Japanese people are so angry and aggressive. They always want to
All
fight you.
violent? Yeah.
Is this what Japan is? It's kind of the It's kind of like the reverse of like how, basically like, based on like Hollywood films and whatever. Like Japanese people think you go to America and like everyone's like packing heat. And, like, there's just like clips of bullets like lying around the office and stuff like that. Because that's what.
If you listen to the news, it's not inaccurate anymore. Let's drop that one. This is definitely like.